Good day, guys. This is Mr. Prince, Maths and Science tutorial session, and this is the live stream for February 23rd, 2026. So we don't have anybody yet on the group chat, but I'm hoping to see more people. I'm going to share my screen very soon. I'm just waiting to see more people on the live stream. Let me share. Coming, I'll start the live stream and share my screen very soon. Let me try to share my whiteboard. I know it's Carrot Theory. I'm hearing it inside the live stream. Okay, I can see somebody's on the live stream. Already I can see one person on the live stream. So I'm just going to talk about prime numbers, and then I will talk about prime factors. I will talk about LCM, which is least common factor. I will talk about GCF, which is greatest common factors. So, but let me start with prime numbers first. So, prime numbers are numbers that can only be divisible by 1 and itself. Okay. February 23rd, 2026 session. We have the prime number and numbers that can only be divisible by 1 and itself. So, examples of prime numbers, we have 3, we have 5, we have 7, we have 11, we have 13, we have 17, we have 19, we have 23, we have 29. Let me stop there. So these numbers, they can only be divisible by itself and they can only be divisible by 1. So these are what we call prime numbers. So now let's do prime factors. So the first example is find the prime factors of 24. So in this case, we are going to look for the multiples of 24. So now we are going to look for two numbers that we can multiply together that will give 24, right? So we have 1 times 24 will give us 24. 2 times 12 will give us 24. 3 times 8 will give us 24. 4 times 6 will give us 24. Okay. So now let's see, 5 cannot go 8. So another way I would do it to get the prime factors of 24 is that I will divide 24 until I get the remainder to be 0. Okay. So let's do 24 divided by 2 will give us 12, right? 2 divided by 12, 12 divided by 2 will give us 6. So we do 6 divided by 2 will give us 3. Okay. And then 3 divided by 3 will give us 1. Okay. So therefore, we can say that the prime factors of 24 are 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Okay. So another one, let's find the prime factors of 45. Find the prime factors of 45. So let's do 45 divided by 3 because 2 cannot divide 45. If you divide 45, we have a remainder. So 45 divided by 3 will give us 15, remainder 0. Okay. 15 divided by 3 again will give us 5, remainder 0. So now we have to use 5. 5 divided by 5 will give us 1, remainder 0. Okay. So therefore, the prime factors are 3 and 5. Another one, let's find the prime factors, of 90. Okay, so 90 divided by 2 will give us 45, remainder 0. 45 divided by 3 will give us 15, remainder 0. 15 divided by 3 will give us 5, remainder 0. 5 divided by 5 will give us 1, remainder 0. Okay, so in this case, we can say that the prime factors are 2, 3, and 5. Okay. Thank you to Auntie Tokwe. I can see, I don't know if that's Dominion or, but I can see her on the live on the chat. Thank you. Thank you to Uncle Sam. I really appreciate you guys for joining the live stream today. So now I'm going to be doing least common factor. Okay, I can see Penny here. Good job, Penny. I appreciate you. So that's what we call LCF. In some other terms, they can call it least common multiple, but here we call it least common factor. So now let's find the let me call it least common multiple. Let's find the LCM of 16, 24, and 40. Okay, 16, 24, and 40. So what are we trying to do here? What we are trying to do is that we are going to divide all the numbers until the last one gets to 1. Okay, so even if we divided 16 and 24 to 1 and we have not divided 40 to 1 here, we keep going. So then we'll multiply all the product of the answers to get the LCM. Okay, and the way I like to do it is that I draw like a table like this. So we have 16, 24, and 40. Okay, so now let's first start dividing by 2. So 16 divided by 2 will give us 8. 24 divided by 2 will give us 12. Okay, 40 divided by 2 will give us 20. Now let's divide by 2 again. 8 divided by 2 will give us 4. 12 divided by 2 will give us 6. 20 divided by 2 will give us 10. So now let's divide by 2 again. 4 divided by 2 will give us 2. 6 divided by 2 will give us 3. 10 divided by 2 will give us 5. So now we are in the case now where we have gotten to 3 prime numbers, and then we have to divide everything till we get to 1. So now let's continue with 2 again, because 2 is the smallest among these 3 prime. So 2 divided by 2 will give us 1. Okay, this 3 divided by 2 it wouldn't go because there'll be remainder, so we'll bring it down with 3 and 5. So now let's divide by 3 again. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. We still have 5. And let's divide by 5, the last number. So that's 1, 1, 1. Okay. So now for us to get the LCM, we'll do 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So we're multiplying with the numbers that we used to divide these 3 numbers. So 2 times 2 will give us 4. Okay. 4 times 2 will give us 8. 8 times 2 will give us 16. 16 times 3 will give us 48. So now let's do 48 times 5. Okay. So 48 times 5 will give us 240. Okay. So now let's find the LCM of 15, 25, and 50. Okay. So now we have it as 15, 25, 50. So now let's start with 3. No, let's start with 2 because 2 can divide 15. So let's bring down 15. 2 will not divide 15 without remainder. So now 50 divided by 2 will give us 25. Okay, so now we have two 25s now. So now let's start with 3. 3 can divide 15, but 3 will not divide 25. So 15 divided by 3 will give us 5. We have 25. We have 25. Okay, so now let's divide with 5 now. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 25 divided by 5 is 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Okay, now let's divide with 5 finally. So that's 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Okay, so now let's multiply all the numbers that are on the left hand side. So we have 2 times 3 times 5 times 5. Okay, 2 times 3 is 6. 5 times 5 is 25. Okay, so 25 times 6, that's about, I think that should give us 150 because 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 3. So that's 150. Okay, so now we'll do another one. Let's do find the LCM of 3, 15, and 27. I believe by the time I do this last one now, anybody that doesn't understand LCM will get it now. So now let's divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Okay. Now let's divide by 3 again. 1, 5. 9 divided by 3 will give us 3. Okay. Let's divide by 3 again to get the last 3 to become 1. So that's 1, 5, 1. So now let's divide by 5 now. 5, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So if we want to multiply the LCM together, so that will be 3 times 3 times 3 times 5. So 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. So we have 27 times 5. Okay. So that will give us 135. Okay. So since I can see Urban and Dominion here, they are Dominion is a grade 1 student. So let me see if I can do something that is more related to what Dominion is doing in school. So Dominion, if you're still on the live stream, just say hi to me on the comment section. Just say hi to me in the chat box. Okay. So now if I don't get anything in the chat boxes, I will continue with greatest common factor. In some, we can also call it as highest common factor, which is also called GCF or HCF. So now the first question is find the GCF of 15, 30, and 45. So in the case of GCF is quite different from LCM. In LCM, we divide all the numbers given until they all get to 1. In GCF, if there's no common number that can divide all three, then you stop. So the numbers you use to divide, then you multiply together, and that will be the GCF for that group of numbers. Okay. So now for 15, 30, and 45, let me draw my table. So 15, 30, 45. So 3 can divide all. So 15 divided by 3 will give us 5. 30 divided by 3 will give us 10. 45 divided by 3 will give us 15. Okay. So the 3 cannot divide any of this one. The 3 cannot divide all of them, and 2 cannot divide all of them. So let's go to 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So therefore, the GCF is 3 times 5, which is equals to 15. Let's do another one. Find the GCF of 24, 64, and 40. 24, 64, 40. So now let's start with 2. Okay. So we start dividing by 2. We have 24 divided by 2 will give us 12. Okay. 64 divided by 2 will give us 32. 40 divided by 2 will give us 20. So 2 can still divide all these 3 again. 12 divided by 2 will give us 6. 32 divided by 2 will give us 16. 20 divided by 2 will give us 10. So let's divide by 2 again. 6 divided by 2 will give us 3. 16 divided by 2 will give us 8. 10 divided by 2 will give us 5. So we have now we have 3, 8, 5. There's no other numbers that we know that can divide all these 3. There's no common number that we have that can divide all these 3. So therefore, we will say that the GCF is 2 times 2 times 2, which is equals to 8. Okay. I'm going to do maybe like 2 more examples on GCF before I jump to another topic. So now, let's find the GCF. Find the GCF of 15, 25, and 100. No, let me use 50. Let me use 50. Let me use 50. So we have 50. We have 50. 25 and 100. So now the only number that can divide all these 3 without any remainder is 5. Okay. So now we'll do 50 divided by 5 will give us 10. 25 divided by 5 will give us 5. 100 divided by 5 will give us 20. Okay. Now let's use 5 again. 10 divided by 5 will give us 2. 5 divided by 5 will give us 1. 20 divided by 5 will give us 4. So now we already have a number that is 1. So this is where it will end. So whenever you get a number that when you divide to an extent that's going to 1, that's where it will end. Or if you get three prime numbers that cannot be divisible by any other number, then that's where you stop. So therefore, we'll say that the GCF is 5 times 5, which is equals to 25. Okay. So I will do one more example before I talk about another topic. So we have 9, 27, and 81. So now let's divide by 3. 9 divided by 3 will give us 3. 27 divided by 3 will give us 9. 81 divided by 3 should give us 27. Okay, now let's divide by 3 again. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 27 divided by 3 is 9. So because one of the numbers has already gotten to 1, we are going to stop here. So therefore, the GCF is equals to 3 times 3, which is equals to 9. Okay, so that's it for that. Okay, so now I would like to talk about difference of two squares. Difference of two squares. So difference of two squares says that whenever you have a negative between two perfect squares, then when you are expanding it, one of the term will be positive, the other term will be negative. So now, for example, let's say we had a squared minus b squared. So when we're writing it out, it will be look like this: a minus b into a plus b. And if you feel like you don't believe me, let's prove it. A times a is a squared. A times b is plus ab. Minus b times a is minus ab. Minus b times plus b is minus b squared. So this plus ab minus ab will cross each other, they will give 0. So now we can say that a squared minus b squared is the same thing as a minus b and a plus b. Okay, so now let's do x squared minus 4. We know that the square root of 4 is 2, right? So now we can write it as x squared minus 2 squared. Okay, so it will be x minus 2 into x plus 2. Okay, another one is x squared. Let's do 4x squared minus 9. Okay, 4x squared minus 9. So let's break it down. We know that the square root of 4 is 2. The square root of x squared is x. The square root of 9 is 3. So now let's write it like this. It will be 2 squared x squared minus 3 squared. Okay. So to avoid any confusion, it can be written as like this: 2x all squared minus 3 squared. So now when we write it out, it will be 2x minus 3 into 2x plus 3. Okay. 2x minus 3 into 2x plus 3. So let's say we have 16 y squared minus 25. Okay. 16y squared minus 25. So we can break it down like this: 4 squared y squared minus 5 squared. Okay. So that will be equals to 4y all squared minus 5 squared. So we can write it like this. It will be 4y minus 5 into 4y plus 5. Okay. Let me do one more last one. Let's say we had x raised to power 4 minus 81. X raised to power 4 minus 81. I wish we had a lot of people on the group chat. I would have said, tell somebody on the group chat to give me the answer. So let's write it like this. It will be x squared minus 9 squared. Okay. So the final answer will be x squared minus 9 into x squared plus 9. So that's it for that question. So now I want to teach how to expand bracket, where you expand the bracket and then you collect the like terms and then you get your final answer. So I'll call this expanding algebraic terms. So we have x minus 3 into x plus 4. So if we wanted to expand, this will multiply this, this will multiply this, this will multiply this, this will multiply this. So x times x will give us x squared. X times plus 4 will give us plus 4x. Minus 3 times x will give us minus 3x. Minus 3 times 4 will give us minus 12. So now we have it equals to x squared plus 4x minus 3x is plus x minus 12. Okay. So that's the answer. So let's try out another one. We have 4x minus 5y into 3y plus 2x. Okay. So now we just multiply this one with this. Use this one to open this bracket and multiply with that. Use this to multiply this. Use this to multiply that. So we have 4x times 3y will be 12xy. 4x times 2x will give us plus 8x squared. Minus 5y times 3y is minus 15y squared. Minus 5y times plus 2x is minus 10xy. So 12xy, let's collect like terms. So it will be 12xy minus 10xy plus 8x squared minus 15y squared. So 12xy minus 10xy is equals to 2xy plus 8x squared minus 15y squared. So now let me rearrange it so that this 2xy will fall behind. So that will be 8x squared minus 15y squared plus 2xy. Okay. So now let's try out another one. We have 2m minus 9n we have 4m plus 3n. So now 2m times 4m will give us 8m squared. Okay. 2m times 3n will give us plus 6mn minus 9n times 4m will give us minus 36mn minus 9n times 3n is minus 27n squared. Okay, so we have 8m squared. 6mn minus 36mn will give us minus 30mn minus 27n squared. Okay, so let me write it like this: 8m squared minus 27n squared minus 30mn. So now I want to do something that is a little more bogus. Okay. So let's say we have 5m plus 7n squared minus 3m plus 10n squared. Okay. So now let's do this first. Okay. 5m plus 7n all squared. So 5m, write it as 5m plus 7n times 5m plus 7n. Okay. So 5m times 5m will give us 25m squared. 5m times 7n will give us plus 35mn. 7n times 5m will give us plus 35mn. 7n times 7n will give us plus 49n squared. So we have 25m squared. 35 plus 35 is 70. So that's plus 70mn plus 49n squared. Okay, so that's for the first part. So now let's do 3m plus 10n all squared. So 3m times 3m will give us 9m squared. 3m times 10n will give us plus 30mn. Plus 10n times 3m will give us plus 30mn. 10n times 10n will give us plus 100n squared. Okay, so we have 9m squared plus 60mn plus 100n squared. So now we have it as 25m squared plus 70mn plus 49n squared minus into 9m squared plus 60mn plus 100n squared. Okay, so now we're going to use minus to open through. So that will be 25m squared plus 70mn plus 49n squared minus 9m squared minus 60mn minus 100n squared. Okay, 25 minus 9. So now let's collect the like terms. So I'm going to put all the ones that has the same algebraic term side by side. So 25m squared minus 9m squared plus 70mn minus 60mn plus 49n squared minus 100n squared. Okay, so everything, we've collected the like terms now. So we have everything, all the ones in the same group together. So 25 minus 9 is 16. So that's 16m squared plus 70 times 70 minus 6. So that's 10mn plus 10mn. So 49n squared minus 100n squared will give us minus 51n squared. Okay, so this is the final answer. So now let me do another one. So now let's say this is 5m minus 4 minus into 3m minus 2 squared. Okay, so let's just do this one first. Let's do this play. Let's just open a bracket and then use minus to open it. Okay, so 3m minus 2 squared is equals to 3m minus 2 into 3m minus 2. Okay, 3m times 3m is 9m squared. 3m times minus 2 is minus 6m. Minus 2 times 3m is minus 6m. Minus 2 times minus 2 is plus 4. So that is equals to 9m squared minus 12m plus 4. Okay, so now that will be equals to 5m minus 4. That's minus into 9m squared minus 12m plus 4. Okay, so we have 5m minus 4 minus 9m squared plus 12m minus 4. So let me collect the like terms. So if I collect the like terms, I have it as 5m plus 12m minus 4 minus 4 minus 9m squared. 5m plus 12m is 17m. Minus 4 minus 4 is minus 8. Minus, and then we have minus 9m squared. Okay, so let me write it like this: minus 9m squared plus 17m minus 8. So that's the final answer. So now I want to write out some algebraic expression where we are going to write the final answer. Okay, so now we have an algebraic expression that says x raised to power 4 minus 3xy plus 7x squared plus 7xy minus 3x cubed plus 2x raised to power 4 plus 5x squared minus 6x cubed plus 8 minus x squared. So we're going to collect the like terms together. When we collect the like terms, x raised to power 4. Let's look for another x raised to power 4. Let's just count through. We have another x raised to power 4 here. So that's plus 2x raised to power 4. So now let's go to the next term that's in order. That's minus 3x cubed. Okay. We have minus 3x cubed. Let's look for another one that belongs to x cubed. Okay, we have minus 6x cubed here. So I'm just using this dash underneath to signify that we have already collected it already. So now let's go to x squared. This one too has been collected. So let's go plus 7x squared plus 7x squared plus 5x squared minus x squared. Okay. Now let's go to xy. So we have minus 3xy plus 7xy okay, I think that's all, and then plus 8. Okay, so x raised to power 4 plus 2x raised to power 4 will give us 3x raised to power 4. Okay, minus 3x cubed minus 6x cubed is minus 9x cubed plus 7x squared plus 5x squared is plus 12x squared. No, then minus x squared is that will become 11 plus 11x squared. Then we have minus 3xy plus 7xy. That's plus 4xy. That's plus 8. Okay, so the final answer is 3x raised to the power 4 plus 9x cubed plus 11x squared plus 4xy plus 8. Okay, let me do something that is also similar to this. Okay, so we have something that's a little ambiguous, but if we don't make any mistake in selecting everything together, then we should get the right answer. So now let's start with m raised to power 4. Thank you very much. Thank you to Miss Stella. I appreciate you. I can see your comments on the in the chat box. So we have m raised to power 4. Now let's collect the like terms. M raised to power 4 minus 2m raised to power 4 plus 3m raised to power 4. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my pen. Sorry, my computer is a little bit slow, so I'm trying to restart it. My note is not loading. Fortunately, we have to end here because we are supposed to be bringing the live stream to an end. So, but I appreciate everyone that was able to join the live stream. And I believe that you were able to learn one or two things. And for those who know about the topic I've taught before, I hope they were able to like refresh their mind and just review this topic like they knew it before. So, and I appreciate everyone. I hope you all have a great evening. Bye. Cheers.